if I could hear anything through like myself through Twitch. So if you were saying something like, okay, am I back? Do I live? And that is how I solve world hunger.
Testing 5, 3, 2, 1. We got audio again. Man, we're having tons of difficulties.
Okay, so
Whew.
now he hears me.
There's a little lag now. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. Man, Oxygen Box, I can't. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
yeah. Did you hear the part where I solved world hunger and the secret to life? I'm not sure if you heard those parts.
Probably
I can't
not.
repeat them.
Probably not. Oh my gosh. Wow, this is
Uh,
horrible.
that's all right. I'm gonna give a quick 2-minute recap here. And so we have had some technical difficulties, I guess, for the past 2 weeks. We did a full stream, didn't hit the go live part, because we're using a different system.
Yes.
And then last week I lost power, and it was supposed to be like a 3-hour outage thing, and it turned into 12. I don't know. I was working out of my car. It was terrible. It was hot spotted. It was bad. But yeah, so I think we got it squared away now that we have uh tech support on the line here with you, Oxygen Box. Appreciate
Yes.
that.
Thank you. Oh
Um
man.
so
We did have
so
three
this
viewers, but now we just have back to two, Kevin and Oxygen Box. But
that's all right. You'll have this. You'll have
oh
this.
man,
I'm
thank
gonna
you so
give the
much again.
super quick recap here. So I pulled this article for spilling the beans. It's from the 20th of July, but it's really important, and I wanted to hit it a little bit. And it was 3 compelling reasons that Alexa built-in benefits smartwatch manufacturers. And they did a ton of market research, found that most people do fitness for their wearable. Their mostly when I say wearable, I'm going to talk about smartwatches in this case. And so, like Fitbit was one of the biggest things that they came out with. Fitness was the reason. So I think that Alexa's going to maybe start getting into the fitness realm a little bit more, which I think is going to be a very good idea. Um, Working as I have with uh, people with mobility issues and maybe sight impairment and things like that, I think that two reasons. One, the mobility aspect, or the fact that you don't have to be tethered or fumble with your phone, and that you can use voice tech, are going to be great.
Yes,
Um,
for sure.
so the article basically went into 3 points that they made, and the first was that you drive demand through better customer discovery with smartwatches. Um, so I think that they're going to start putting, I don't want to say full on skills onto smartwatches,
Yeah.
but I think the potential is kind of there.
Yeah.
And these third party manufacturers, specifically Fossil and Fossil's Gen 6 smartwatch, which I believe we said was 199. I think that's the price
Mm-hmm.
point
Yep.
that they came out with. So it's kind of comparable to the Apple Watch, kind of those higher end uh, Android smartwatches too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's good. Well, the Fossil Gen 6 actually has Alexa built into it, which was the big selling point of that from a voice tech perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're starting to see that more, and it's kind of nice to have that built-in assistant rather than having to go download an app, install that app, go through all that setup when it's just right there built in.
Right. For
Um,
sure.
the simplicity of development is something else that the article talked about, and that they want to make it simple for manufacturers to implement a voice interface on their devices. So I really feel like this is going to parallel kind of with the show in a way. It's going to just be a little bit of well, not a little bit, but a much smaller screen. But
Mm-hmm.
we have seen some of those round, um, like APL
The spot.
templates. Yeah, the spot. So you have that smaller size or the rounded
Mm-hmm.
corners and things to work with. So I think they're going to start pushing some of that a little bit, and I'd like to see it. And for developers as well as the manufacturers of the smartwatches, it adds another revenue stream.
Right.
So, for example, if I had a weather skill, right? Um, you could download that onto your Echo Spot, or I mean Echo Spot, Echo Show, and it's there. But if you wanted to purchase maybe for 199, you could have it on your watch, that kind of thing,
Mhm.
you know. So I think that's what they're talking about when they get into some of this diversified revenue stream talk. Um, and then there was talk of the Alexa mobile assistant protocol and a Vox SDK that helps pair the two together. So I'm not going to deep dive into this just because of time, but I did want to bring this up that they are starting to migrate a little bit towards that wearable space and specifically in the smartwatch space. So I'm excited to see it and I'd like to see where it goes. It's something that I'm going to keep my eyes on and maybe potentially get something going for. So that was spilling the beans from a couple weeks ago. But I did want to talk about it. I begged Will. I said, please let me talk about this a little more. So we did, and I'm happy now.
Nice.
So,
I
um,
obviously still am having technical difficulties on my video.
okay.
Um, it's just never ending for me. Never ending.
You look frozen to me.
Yes, I'm
Little
quite frozen. I'm
contemplating. You know,
quite frozen. It's
you
not
kind of thinking here.
how I normally am.
No worries. Um,
What in the heck?
if I guess if you don't mind, actually, I think I can do this. I can do this for us here. I am going to throw this into the chat in Twitch real
Okay.
quick. This is going to be uh,
Oh yeah.
Dead Grandma. This is what we're calling this one. Um, but, and just to
This is a
talk
little
briefly,
creepy.
this one was interesting. Yeah. And I say interesting, but maybe I should air quote that. So it's kind of going into this ad that Amazon Alexa stuff had put out where I believe this kiddo asked his grandma to finish reading him a book, and I think it was specifically The Wizard of Oz. And his her, I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the thing again. But the grandma voice started reading the book. And it was kind of the equivalent of deepfakes, except with voice. So if you've seen some of the deepfake videos where they have, you know, presidents or they have
Mhm.
sluts or whatever, they can make them say, do whatever they're looking at or talking about, and they can look and move and whatever. Deepfake, right? Pretty convincing stuff. And now we're getting to the point with AI, machine learning, neural. There's a term in here I believe that I want to get right. Text to speech technology is what it was, but there were neural computations in here too that they talked about. Um, being that voice synthesis is getting so good that we can mimic tone and pitch and inflection and mood, all these different things that go into language and voice. We can mimic those so well digitally that it's very, very difficult to tell the difference between my voice and like me actually speaking and a recording, a deep fake, if you will, of my voice. And that's what this whole article talks about a little bit is that there's some really good potential here, but there's also some concerns. You know, I could
Mhm. For
see
sure.
some problems with like scam calls, right? Um, I get a call from my gram saying that she's in jail and I need to wire her $50,000 that I don't have. Sorry,
Mhm.
Graham, you're staying in jail. But you know, like, and it would actually be a scam call,
Right.
but it sounds exactly like my grandma. It
Mhm.
would sound, she'd be crying, and it would sound like her crying,
Mhm.
her being emotional. That's how good this technology is. And this isn't the future. This is here. This is something that they have the capability for now.
Wow.
So things to be aware of. But the positive side of this, I hate to end on a negative. The positive side of this is we could use this technology, this voice synthesis. They call it a vocoder, which is Google's standard of text to speech voices.
Okay.
So it's not just Amazon getting into this space; it's everyone. And but we should be able to have voices that are very, very good. Like I'm gonna pick on my name here. The Kevin voice that you can pick in certain places
Mhm.
for certain voice assistants. It's not great sometimes. There's improvements that could be made, and this is the technology that does that. So, um, definitely give this article a read as well. It's interesting and kind of thought provoking. So, wanted to bring that one up as well. But
Oh, nice.
um,
Oxygen box. Oops. What could I?
uh,
There we go. It's like
I
I
see
could have
that.
sworn
I
I
see that.
could throw it over there. Shared a link for Descript. Uh,
Oh, nice. I'm gonna check that out here in a little bit. I'm saving it. So, thank you. Look at this. We're getting
Now, how
super
do I
professional
unpin?
now.
There we go. Okay, yeah, thank you. That's awesome. I have to look
But
into
those are
that.
the Yeah, definitely, definitely. Those are the two articles that I wanted to talk about for spilling the beans. Pretty important, pretty new things coming down the line. So this kind of came on the what do I want to say? Not the downswing, but the end of Alexa Live this year.
Hmm.
These these blog posts started coming out. These new articles, these new potential use cases of things really started coming out, and that's why I wanted to touch base on it.
Nice. Yeah, for sure.
But I will
Uh,
let you switch gears.
yeah, let's since I haven't switched my banner, we're gonna be being boozled even though we're not. But we will talk about Space Marauders here for a minute.
Nice.
I
Nice.
am doing a giveaway for anyone who um comments that they want to be entered uh, into this, and then let us know like something um, positive, negative about our show, or positive, negative about Space Marauders, whatever. Excuse me. I haven't even been talking that much. Uh,
Yeah. Any
and
criticisms about this? You go for it. Go for it.
Uh, so yeah, just let us know a comment about our show or Space Marauders, something. We just want a comment, and that'll get you entered into the giveaway. I'm giving away a poster of Cards of Wonder. I know it's not Space Marauders, but I have a Cards of Wonder poster, so I want to give it away. And then I also have two posters of Space Marauder poster. I have this one right here that is it is, I believe it's a 20 by 16, if not 24 by 18. It is pretty big. It's like
Nice. Nice.
yay big. Almost the size of my screen. It is pretty big. um I guess that's kind of small actually. I don't know what I was thinking. Um
So I actually have one of your posters from Powers
oh
Fighter,
yeah.
and the quality on that was really good. Like
Nice.
it wasn't just
Oops.
the flimsy, glossy paper. It was actually a thicker poster style paper material. I don't even want to say paper. I want to say material. It
Yeah,
was really, really
it
good.
is poster material.
Okay.
It is some type of paper, but anyways,
Right. Right.
these are also on that thicker material, and my lights are going out, but that should be fine. Um, or maybe not. But anyways, oh, they're back. Here's another one that came out really great. I was I'm mad I'm giving this one away. This looks amazing. So does this other one. I'm not nothing against this. This is the detail on these drawings are just phenomenal. So you get some great artwork with this poster, and same with this. You get great artwork with both posters. Um,
Yeah. You
uh,
had actually sent me a couple pictures of these that you
yeah,
had.
yeah. So
I think they were the
I
ones
do
you
have
showed
a
me
couple
on.
pictures.
They're
I also
really good.
shared them on Twitter.
Mhm.
I haven't reposted them on my Space Marauders, but I will be uh, very shortly. Um, so we got those two posters, and then I have a bunch of stickers. Who doesn't like stickers, right? They're a pretty simple sticker. It just have a little white border, but it they came out really well, really nice. I
Nice.
was pretty happy with it. Um, I for myself, I got a phone case.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yep, I suppose I could have it like this, but it's slightly off center. So I got my money's back. But all of these other ones I was very happy with. I haven't got a t-shirt yet, but
Okay.
uh yeah. So we have 5 stickers and 3 posters that are gonna be given away. My video, I tell you, it's ridiculous. But anyways, they paused my uh face in weird things. But anyways, just comment. Also, you can comment on my post I made on Twitter uh, that you want to be entered, and you get entered. So those who are in the chat, I believe it's just Oxygen Box. Maybe
Future people.
maybe some other people. Um, let us know in the stream in the chat if you want to be entered in. Just say yeah, and you guys rock, or yeah, you guys suck, something like that. Also, uh, on the below the video on YouTube, we're supposed to be on 2 channels, but we're actually only on one. So after I upload this to the other channels, if you want to comment on our video there, that works too. So uh, I don't know how this is going to go. If I don't get any takers, I guess I will just have some posters. But if I get a lot of feedback with this, uh, I I'm happy to give these away, and I'm excited to give them away because I'm just trying to get the word out there about Space Marauders, which
Yeah.
is oops,
So are you able to
I
talk a little bit about Space Marauders? Are you able to give us an
accidentally
update on where you're at? And
so right now Space Marauders is still in a review. I've made quite a few updates to it. So I've been going back and forth, I think 3 times.
okay.
Um,
Okay.
one of them was a really quick fix that I accidentally did something. But uh, it is what I submitted the first time
Okay.
is not the same skill I submitted the second time. Uh, I have updated the leaderboards, so those are working perfect.
Okay.
I also updated the little mini game where you try to hack another player.
Oh,
Uh,
right, right.
so that is actually utilizing the data that I pass to the leaderboards.
Mhm.
I also pass your money to the leaderboards. Uh, and I update it every time. I paused again. Every time you get money or lose money. So, and that gets updated. So the leaderboard stays up to date with your money and also your actual position on the leaderboard, of course.
Right.
Uh,
Okay. I follow.
so when if you win or lose at the hacking another Marauder mini game, you'll either gain or win money, and that is actually coming from the other Marauder, or you
Oh,
giving to
okay.
the other Marauder. So
Right.
it
Okay.
is pretty crazy. It's working perfect. It is. So that has been updated. Um, uh, we also submitted our soundtrack. So you can now listen to our soundtrack. Oh, I don't have my other quick links. Um, um, I'll get it and I'll share a little bit later. But um, our soundtrack you can buy at our Bandcamp place
Mhm.
or the Etsy shop right here um, with the posters and stickers and t-shirt is there. We also have our Amazon store also on this link, but I'll share it in here as well. Um, and I'll share this Etsy link. Um, what else have we been doing? Um, I don't think I shared the marketplace with everyone. So I'm very proud of this. I actually created a marketplace that runs in the background once per day, updates uh, 6 items in the um, um, in the in the store. The 6 items get updated once a day, uh, and um, they are, you know, um, faction weapon boxes, so you can get faction items, your whatever your faction, so you can
Right.
get
Right.
faction specific items. Uh, then there's metacubes, which help you heal. Um, there is one great thing is a um, I forget what I call it, but pretty much you can jump to worlds 3 times, and instead of using your coins each time, uh, you kind of save a little bit if you purchase the this travel pack or something like that.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
so because it my traveling to different worlds also is randomized, but it's like anywhere between like 60 to like 125 credits. But I
Okay.
believe I'm only selling this thing for 150. I could be wrong. uh, don't quote me on that one. But so yeah, some really great things in the store, and then what I also did, this is the first time I kind of integrated my store for using in-game credits with the money store. Um, you can say, what can I buy? And it will tell you what you can buy with real money. But then it'll say, if you're at a place, it'll say, for uh, other items, you can say Emporium. And it will, if you say Emporium, that will go to the credits um, store. So, and and you just say, I want to buy 3 travel pack or whatever. I didn't call it travel pack. That sounds horrible. If I had said it, hopefully it's not called that. But we're just using that as an example. Um, uh, buy travel pack, and it goes to the same thing as if you say buy subscription. So it goes to the same handler, but I have code in there that separates it out. Wow. No. Oh, I can't hear you, Kevin. No, I don't think I did anything. Say something. Yeah, it's not coming through. uh, you have 18% battery left. I don't know what that means. Um, yeah, I cannot hear you, and you're not muted.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm switching my microphone stuff. I'm like putting cables in different places. I'm in panic mode here. Yeah, all I did was reattach my power cord that popped out. That was weird. So if you can hear me now, great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me check the stream.
Yep. Onward and upward, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. We should
Uh,
be good.
what is
It
craziness?
is hard. It is so hard some days. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I'm gonna listen back to this and see if sound quality is any better. But yeah,
But
I don't
anyways,
know.
I don't remember what I was saying. But anyways, I updated the store, so that was pretty fun. A lot of visuals, which is great. I'm also in the process of reworking this website, so it'll be um, React website, mainly so I can have data being pushed into here. And that data would be like the market, today's market, and the prices, and then the leaderboards. Um, and I think there was one more thing I was going to put on here, but yeah, that's
Nice.
for most part going to be it. So I've rambled on a lot. We didn't even get a chance to touch on this, but we'll just very briefly touch on this. Um,
Sure. Sure.
there is a Devpost Hackathon going on right now. Um, uh, have you done anything with it, Kevin?
I have. I've started a project. I have, I think, what is it, 34 more days to get something viable to
Nice.
submit. Um, it's kind of right up my alley. I was excited to hear that they were doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Is uh, for the aging, engaging theme.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what I was looking to do, regardless. And they really put in a lot of thought for this, because if you look at the categories that they have, there's keep moving, stay sharp, be supported, and let's connect. So they really had they kind of covered all bases of the 55 and older demographic.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's some really great prizes involved. Grand prize, so the best overall gets $15,000, and a coffee chat with an Amazon Alexa rep, which I think would be really cool.
Yeah.
Then there's some runner-up stuff. There's I think there's 4 runners up for best overall, and then there's the best category prizes for
Yep.
keep moving, be supported. There's also, I like this, a best overall multimodal skill. So that's
Nice.
kind of nice to see as well.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at the judges, if you scroll to the bottom of that page, the judges that they have are fantastic. So there's some guy, named Mark Tucker. I've heard his name once or twice,
Yep.
Um,
Once.
yeah, I think we talked to him for a little while.
Yeah.
But
Great guy.
Karen Etkin, who's an author and the founder of the Age Tech Revolution and the Gerontechnologist, really good. The Lori Orlov, who's the principal analyst for aging and health technology. And then there's also, and this is nice to see too, is Gina Baek, who's the senior business development manager, Smart Properties Senior Living.
Nice.
So that's that residential stuff that they were talking about back in, I believe it was February and March. They really started to push bringing voice tech, like specifically Alexa, to residential homes. And by that, I mean, or not residential homes, but residential facilities. So things like skilled nursing facilities and kind of retirement centers where you're pretty independent, but you do live in kind of a community that gives you support when you need it.
Yep.
So it's nice to see that kind of go from point A to point B to point C and then full circle, or however you want to say that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited to see that this is something that's being pushed. And when I had joined this, I want to say there were like 52 participants, and now I'm seeing 486. So that's awesome. Lots of good competition, lots of really good ideas that come out of these.
Yep.
I could spend forever talking about hackathons and things that I've done in the past and how much I enjoy them. There's a social aspect. There are, collaboration and things like that come into play. Teams, typically teams do really well in hackathons because everybody has their own little niche or specialization, and then they really bring their A game on that, and then it kind of gets looked at by the other people, and it's really good. So I'm glad they're doing it. We'll keep our eyes on this one, and I need to get my nose down and keep working on my stuff. So if you're interested, if they're interested, you can still sign up. You could sign up right now. Click that blue Join Hackathon button and see what you can come up with. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Really, really good. Really good.
Alrighty. Well, we are going to just jump right into Bean of the Week.
Yeah.
It kind of was a very quick stream today, but actually wasn't. We've been here since 7:55. We just have been having horrible difficulties. And man, I don't have my so you want to talk about yours?
Yeah, absolutely. So mine is Smashing Magazine. And what this is, I actually have the membership to Smashing Magazine, but what it is that a lot of my work is involved in web development. And so this site and community and publication, like it's all these things all in one, keep me up to date on a lot of my web dev stuff. So there are a ton of different articles in here that go under different guides, different checklists. They talk about best practices. There's career advice, all this stuff. They have a podcast as well that they do. And so I listen to that. But a lot of what I focus on is a lot of user experience and accessibility as well. And there are so many different articles and comments that people do or post about it that really keep you up to date in the field, which I
Nice.
think is important because a
For
lot of this
sure.
stuff moves so quickly. Um, like Svelte and Tailwind for reactive UIs, those types of things.
Hmm.
There's a lot of database talk. Serverless databases are on the rise, and so there are articles on here that just get you familiar with it or give you some tools. There's all kinds of resources. Like I found, I could ramble about this for hours too, but if you're familiar with its colors, but with two O's, like coolers or whatever, and what it is a template tool. It gives you color palettes to go off of for when you're building and designing a website.
Hmm.
It kind of gives you, like, you can pick two or three different colors and it'll kind of give you
Oh, okay.
colors that go with that. It'll
Yep.
give you fonts that or font colors that are have enough contrast to be ADA compliant, things like
Nice.
that. Um, Really, really good website if you have any interest in web dev, front end, back end, what have you.
Very
So
neat.
definitely recommended. Definitely. That was my quick speech on it.
Very cool. Mine's not uh, that fun, uh, but it's very useful. Um, Mine is this Oakley backpack. Although you
Okay.
can't even buy the one I have. It's still the Extractor Sling Pack 2.0, but it's the black version of this.
Okay.
Um, we've used it on all of our trips. I just used it on a Comic Con that we had locally.
Oh,
It fits comics really nicely. Um, and it has this removable little bag that you can put different things in it. You can
oh
Velcro to
wow.
the outside or in the inside. And there you can see there's tons of little pouches on the inside as well.
Hmm.
And right up here is oh, I don't have a nice big view of it, but yeah, this is as close. Is a sunglass carrier or pouch.
Oh yeah.
And
For
it's
for
super
for maybe your Oakleys or something,
for
huh?
your Oakleys, which I have. They're super scratched up, but I still don't want to get them any more scratched up. So this is just perfect. Um, yeah, I love this, and it's super comfortable. It's just a one
Okay.
strap thing. It does have like a around the waist strap, but
Hmm.
I don't think that fits my waist.
I
um,
was gonna ask if it was comfortable. It looks like it
it
looks like
is
it's got the
super
padding and it looks,
comfortable,
yeah.
super comfortable. I mean, we had like water in there,
Hmm.
so in water can get really heavy,
Yeah.
and you just don't notice it like a normal traditional two strapped backpack.
Right.
You eventually notice it, but this one just going across your weight or chest, whatever, it really distributes the weight really evenly,
Nice.
and is super comfortable. I would highly recommend one of these type of backpacks. You don't have to get an Oakley, but I love these. I love this bag.
Yeah.
Um,
And the quality is definitely there too.
oh,
Like you haven't had any issues
phenomenal!
with the
Yeah,
zippers. Awesome.
nope,
Awesome.
great zippers. And all these straps on the outside are still really well uh, stretchy
Stretchy.
because they're for water bottles and stuff like that. So,
Hmm. Hmm.
but yeah,
Huh.
I love it.
Nice. Nice. Well,
So
that's
that is mine.
awesome. That's like the perfect way to round out the show. Something non-technology related, something that works, something that we,
Oops.
use. All good. So,
Uh, yeah, for sure.
yeah.
I accidentally.
But
Oh my gosh.
technology,
Oh,
technology. But yeah, just to recap real quick, make sure to reach out to Will at WRONGHOLT Wrong Holt on Twitter. The Tales of Old, Space Marauders. I think you have a Twitter handle for that as well.
Yes, I
For
will
all the
also
latest
share
and greatest updates on Space Marauders. So
space_marauders.
perfect.
Yeah.
Easy.
Like you said, reach out to me. Reach out to Space Marauders. Leave a comment below any YouTube channels, or just let me know if you're interested in this giveaway. I really want to give this stuff away. I think it's fun, and I always like winning stuff, so I would hope other people do too. But anyways,
Absolutely.
yeah, reach out, and you got anything else? Come.
No, just we'll work on our tech issues. We'll iron out the bugs. That's just part of development, and we'll keep growing. So
Right
thanks
on.
for joining. Take
Yep.
care, everybody.
Bye, everyone.